All right, I'm gonna try to do this video as we go. It's a little impromptu, but so you've got your puppy, you've got your herding breed puppy, or really any puppy. A lot of breeds this kind of works with. What's next? Where do we start? How do we start them on sheep? How do we teach them manners and things like that? I wouldn't get too concerned with putting them on stock right away. I mean, you can stock test them here and there once a week if you've got stock around. If not, it's not a big deal. But like Henry here, let me flip the video. So Henry here is about 4 months old, 4 or 5 months old, something like that. And we're just learning manners. I'm not teaching him any commands really. I'll teach him a recall and maybe a lie down. So whenever I say here, Henry, I want him to come to me and be excited about it. Every time he comes to me, I make a big stink of it. So I'm like, good boy, and I pet him and stuff like that, you know. And we're teaching them pressure and release at this point as well. So we're teaching them, it's basically manners. You don't let them come running out of their kennel or their crate. You make them wait until you let them come out. You can open up the door and stand there and block them. And don't let them come busting out of there. Kind of assert yourself like, hey, you're the boss. He's not the boss. And if you do that, hang on. If you do that right off the rip, you're gonna have a lot more fun whenever he gets older. It's not gonna be a fight to teach him anything, you know, because he's gonna respect you. And he's gonna understand how pressure and release works, and that's how we teach him to work and herd stock, and that's how we teach him new things like lie down. We use pressure and release, and the release is the reward. The stock is the reward. I don't use a lot of treats and things like that. I'll give him a little bit of kibble at first to go like in his kennel, so he really likes to go in there, and so that makes it easy to get him to go. He stays outside. All mine stay outside, but if you're crate training them or something like that and they don't want to go in their crate at first, leave them a little kibble or something in there at first, and that's kind of like a reward for them going in there all together. But so he really likes to go in his kennel now. He'll actually go in there and hang out while everybody else is out running around with the door wide open. He'll just go hang out in his kennel. So right now I'm just taking him out, teaching him how to walk on a leash. I'm not letting him pull on his leash. I'm not letting him walk in front of me. So whenever he's out, like if he does take off in front of me, I just step on the leash so that it kind of catches his attention. He comes right back behind me. He's a very respectful little dog anyway for a youngster. But any of them, you're basically teaching them manners. So let me see if I can show you an example of him walking out in front of me. He doesn't do it very often, but when he does, I'll see if I can catch it on video. Just hang on. See, right now he's just walking at my feet here, and he's not getting in front of me. He stays right behind me. And his leash, he's got about 15 feet, maybe 20 feet of leash here that's just loose, dragging on the ground. And if he's sniffing around right now, but if he purposefully walks out in front of me, I just step on his leash and he comes right back behind me. So he's learning manners. He's learning how to walk on a leash here. And I've worked with him. See, there he goes. So I step on it, turns his head back behind me, and he's just following right back behind me again. So here's your little tip for teaching your dog some manners. And I'm not teaching them any commands or anything right now. This is just basic body language and just basic manners. So there you go. Teach your pup, your new herding breed, some manners. A lot of herding breeds really want to please their handlers, and they're glad to learn the manners. The more time you spend with them, the better they are. Take them out, take them to the store, take them to the ball game, take them wherever you're allowed to take them, drag them around everywhere you can after they've been fully vaccinated. You don't want them catching parvo at like 8 weeks old, so make sure they're all vaccinated before you start dragging them around to parks and things like that. I don't really go to a lot of dog parks, but if you do go, make sure they're vaccinated. And so yeah, take them around, put them on a leash, teach them how to walk on a leash, teach them manners. Don't let them run you over coming out of their kennels. Just basic stuff like that. You don't have to teach them a whole lot. You can teach them to sit and lie down and stuff like that if you want, but a lot of times I don't. I just teach them to respect me as a handler and to respect a leash, you know, so I can take them places, and they're easy to handle. They're not jumping all over. That's another thing. I don't let them jump on me. I don't let them jump on people. So if they jump on you, don't, just keep them from doing that. And teach them to be a nice, respectful, good citizen. And all of that will lead up to being successful when you go to start training them to herd livestock. So thanks for tuning in, guys. See ya.